Thoughts and prayers. You know, you hear that a lot in response to a tragic event. It's a kind sentiment, sure, but without the action, some say it falls on deaf ears. And mostly because these events, well, they keep happening. This calendar year alone, the United States has seen 407 mass shootings. And that's only accounting for those shootings that injure or kill 4 or more people. That could happen on the street, in a grocery store, or at a school. The Boise School District starts class next week, which is why today, Boise Police School Resource Officers, well, they had an annual training on how to respond to something they hope will never happen here, a school shooting. Here's Andrew Bartline.
At face value, this was never the reason Carrie Fortusco became a school resource officer.
Unfortunately, a reality.
But behind the door, kids' lives are at stake. And being there for the kids, that's the real reason.
You got to be able to reach out to all of the kids and all the different groups, the good ones, the ones who, you know, can make some naughty choices, but they're all good. And you just got to try and reach out to them and help them realize how good they are, even if they make a poor choice.
In her 17 years as an SRO, Carrie's seen her job change. And this annual training puts her responsibility on full display.
You hope that, you know, we do all of this training and we never have to use it, but we just never know if a situation is going to arise.
Carrie and all 16 other Boise Police SROs are equipped with the medical gear to respond to a mass shooting and the tactical gear to break down a door and clear the room.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Tawan Lin became an SRO 4 years ago. The work he's doing today, he never imagined.
You know, it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Back when I went to high school, I think the hardest thing we did was fire drills. You know what I mean? Getting people lined up, try to get outside to a patch of grass. And now today, you know, it's an unfortunate thought that you have to go to school and prepare for active shooters.
Boise Police Captain Spencer Fomby says this training isn't new, but the tactics have evolved. Police have put an emphasis on responding to an active school shooter since Columbine in 1999.
The main thing that we need is for the officers to understand their role in society, that the public expects us to be able to respond to these events, to take decisive action, to make the right decisions under stress.
It takes a certain type of person to do this job. All Boise Police SROs asked specifically for this assignment and competed for it, which is how Tawan landed at Timberline High School.
I try my best to not necessarily present myself as a police officer all the time and just to interact as a person. Because I think that's going to be the best way we can build that bridge, build that rapport and that trust between them to make them want to come to us if they have information or even just talk to us.
Breaking down figurative walls and building a relationship with the kids, that's the other half of the job.
Oh, I've had some students from when I was in a high school come back and see me afterwards, and they were ones that I was like, oh, and they're doing awesome.
With class at the Boise School District starting next week, the focus today is on preparation.
We want the officers to be very proficient in the physical skills so that they can focus on making decisions.
Because building a relationship takes time, and these SROs have all year to work on it.
SROs do a lot of things, but we're in the school primarily for safety.
But responding to a crisis, that happens at an instant, and someone has to be willing to break down that door.
Yes, I am. And I think a majority of us are prepared for that because, you know, it's if you don't go in, then you have to live with that also.
Captain Fomby refers to this training as the tip of the spear. Now, the on-site SROs and their training to respond is crucial, but there's a lot of supplemental training as well, including getting more officers to the school, managing resources, getting information out, and organizing a complete response to the shooting as a whole. These skills are fostered in other regular trainings. And just from talking with these SROs today, Brian, I mean, they really love their work. They really love these kids. That's why they continue to do it. But a lot of them said, you heard them, been doing this 17 years. I didn't know it would get to this point.
Yeah, when I know this training is an annual thing for them, as you mentioned, but I have to think in the back of their mind, they're thinking of what happened in Uvalde, Texas, and how they don't want that to happen. All of it, but if it does, to how it transpired, have that play out the same way here.
And because of that, I asked them verbatim, you know, you can train for this all you want, but when that shooting happens, that's real life. Are you willing to knock down that door, put your life on the line? Both of the people we talked to today said, absolutely, that's why I do this job.
All right. They opt into it. They compete to be on that team. It's amazing. All right, thank you very much, Andrew.